Dear ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you to the next Industry 5.0 keynote speech. This time we will speak about the water in the age of Industry 5.0. My name is Rada. I am a human and I am the founder of Industry 5.0. And before we start, let me tell you what is Industry 5.0. It is the first industrial evolution ever led by man, and it is based on industrial upcycling, which is a methodology of systematic waste and wasting prevention applicable for industries. In fact, Industry 5.0 recognizes four types of waste. It's a physical waste, which is the trash and garbage which we put in a garbage bins or containers. It is a social waste representing people who would like to work, but for some reason they are not able to. They are too young, too old, have a wrong color of the skin, wrong education, religions. There are many aspects. Why not to employ a man? It's a urban waste. Growing number of empty factories, buildings, flats, and at the same time new factories built next to the old ones without even a trial to utilize the old ones. And finally, the process waste, which is represented everywhere, in every process, every factory, in every place. All these waste can be prevented by systematic approach. And this is what Industry 5.0 is proof, and this is what industrial upcycling does since 2013 already, preventing more than 1 million metric tons of product and material to become waste. If we understand what is Industry 5.0, let us see what water is. Maybe you will be surprised if you ask Wikipedia. You will find out that the water is an inorganic, transparent, tasteless, odorless, and nearly colorless chemical substance. You will learn as well that water is the main constituent of Earth's hydrosphere, and that the water is fluid of all known living organisms, in which it acts as a solvent. You will learn that water is vital for all known forms of life, and that water does not provide any calories or organic nutrients. But you will not learn that since December 7th, 2020, water is being traded in a New York Stock Exchange under the name NQH2O. And the starting price was $486.53 per 1.233 square meters or 1 square gallon. Water is commodity, and water shortage increased the price and the value of water. This is why wasting with water is omnipresent in almost all locations. The reality is that we have the water in many forms, as ice, as snow, as drinking water in the air. Everywhere is water. And we don't collect it enough. We don't prevent wasting enough. In fact, we grow our food using a lot of water to throw it away because the leaves are not green enough. We fill our rivers with waste instead of water. And we do it on many locations because we have produced too much. In fact, 347 million liters of drinking water is being spoiled every single day just in California crude oil industry. 75% of global crop is being wasted before even trial to use it in a production. 9 million people die hungry every single year, and 800,000 does it because they have nothing to drink, and they die because they are thirsty. All this happened on this planet. It's called the Earth, and once we call it blue marble, but it was a long time before it started to change. Changing into a place with shortage of water and life itself. It's the same planet around which we created a landfill with more than 170 million pieces of space debris, pieces smaller than 10 centimeters. Plus you have to add more than 700,000 of 10 to 30 centimeters and about 80,000 above 30 centimeters. It is the same planet on which our industry dig inside the planet, inside the home, hunting for one and only criteria of success, for more. No matter what, more is the important part, without consideration what will come next. It is the same planet on which we live together with 7.7 billion people, not knowing that 200 years ago it was just 1 billion, not knowing that 100 years ago it was just 1.5 billion, and in 100 years we have been able, despite of 2 world wars, 2 world pandemics, and more than 650 local war conflicts, to have 5 times more people living on the same planet. And in 2050 it should be 11 billion people. Just now, please do remember the last image I showed you. Our lives are divided in 206 countries, or according to United Nations, 195, in which we speak more than 7,000 languages, and we drive over 1 billion cars. Like this is a firefighter's truck, which contain and carry the same amount of drinking water which is needed to produce just one simple hamburger. And all this happen on the same place where even this image is a reality. Water. Water makes our planet blue. But do you know how much water do we have? 71% of the Earth's surface is covered by water. But in fact, 97.5% is salt water. And only 2.5% is the fresh drinking water, which make 1,386,000,000 square kilometers of water surface. But in fact, only 0.03 is in liquid form on the surface. This is the visualization of the word water. And maybe you are missing something. You may be missing this small blue dot at the right bottom corner. This is the water accessible to us, the drinking water. How do industries act and use the water? 70% of the fresh water is used in the agriculture worldwide. The world water industrial consumption counter and stopped in 2005 already. Agriculture, textile, meat, beverage, automotive, construction, power, oil, mining, hospitality, all of these industries use a lot of water, and they are dependent on the water, directly or indirectly. But in fact, only some and very few turn water into direct value, and its shortage in the price, benefit, and advantage, skyrocketing the value of life. In Industry 5.0, I have recognized this. And for Industry 5.0 is water, the one of the most valuable existing resources or on the ground mines, if you want. Water wasting will be eliminated before it happens. And single use will be a system failure understood by everyone. Grey water recovery will become a standard, and water balance is being maintained on a global scale, not just a local or very tiny place. Industries does not steal from nature, but share with the nature, and the review and change of wasteful policies and standard has to be done. Considering multiple utilization of one resource, utilizing the existing across all industries. They are technologies existing already, and I am happy they become a part of Industry 5.0. Have you ever heard of dry fog firefighting? This can save up to 95% of water during combating of the fires. The same technology can be used as a coolant for meat processing, saving 50% of the water. We can save water by breathable sand products, which has great absorption and cleaning features, and is being produced as products and delivered. We can use the wind to get the water out of deep drills. And once again, it exists the technology here. We can recover the grey water, which great new technology celebrated by many prizes and available immediately. We can change the way how we wash the clothing using ozone instead of chemical substances, saving once again water and energy as well. We can even combat the COVID much more efficiently, using these technologies applied in a form which was not here before. And we have the hydroponic farming, where we can get a lot of using a small amount of water comparing to the fields. And not to forget, food waste processing make a big difference as well, because it deliver the life where until now just trash and waste and cost has been delivered. Water and waste are closely connected because many water resources looks like dumps and landfills. And the packaging, which helps to carry the water, become a problem everywhere. Food waste consists of more than 80% of water frequently, and still we do not get the water out of it. Landfills are being watered to prevent the fires, but even a huge amount of water does not help to do so. Transportation gas emissions cause climate damage, and still we are transporting water from one part of the globe to the other because it tastes better, at least in marketing. We let the water touched once become waste immediately. Without even consideration, it can be different. The water and Industry 5.0 are closely connected, same as all the existing resources, all on-the-ground mines. My name is Rada. I'm the founder of Industry 5.0, and I do prevent waste happen for more than 8 years already, implementing its principles in factories, businesses, companies, countries, regions. We are living in the age of digitalization of our work. We are living in the times of digitalization of our education, and our leisure time was digitalized already, a long time before. So it seems like that only step which is missing is to digitalize the man, the human. But if we do so, our world will look like this, because data don't need any light. And I recognized this fact a decade ago. And I started to build Wasteless World, and my world looks like this. And I hope, with your help and support, we will be able to build our home blue again. Free of waste and wasting in all its forms. This is what I wish you. Let every of your days be so. Free of waste and wasting in all its forms. And please, stay safe. Thank you for your time.